Hi, this is tarotcardexpert.com. You know that because you're here. And you're going to become the tarot expert, also an astrology expert. On this tab here, we're talking about what about you? All of this is about you. This chart in particular, we will start off this time. When you came into this life, you came in as the fool. We became innocent. We didn't know what we were doing. Once we landed, we forgot. And there's a reason why we're here. We're here to master everything. So when you came in, you are a manifestation of the Big Bang. You're a result of all that is. So you might as well learn about it. And then that way, this just doesn't become a fool's journey, but one that is getting wiser. First of all, you see all these are all the planets. This is Mars, Venus, Mercury. All of this is in the astrology program, the astrology lessons. All of this. You are also the elements. You are also fire, earth, air, and water. You have action. You like to take action. You feel warm. You have a body. You are body. You are earth. You have a mind. That is the air quality, and you have feelings. And as you go around the circle, you can see that there are planets that are in relationship to all of this. They all have either fire, water, air, and earth. These planets, which you are a representative of, belong to a sign. And if you're here, you probably are aware of what your sign is. And you're probably aware of everybody else's sign, or you will be learning that through more and more study. The first one is Aries, and then Taurus. And these are the planets that go with it all. These are parts of you. When you meet somebody, say, oh, but I'm an Aries, I'm not a Taurus. Yes, you are, because you are a person who likes practical things. You like to have creature comforts, but you're also Aries. I like to move my body. I like to get out there and play some sports and to try to win. A Gemini, I love to use my mind. I like to gather information. I go on the internet and I gather information. Cancer, I love my home. I've got to have a home. I've got to have a place where I feel safe. Leo, I need to express myself as a whole person, to be creative. I need to also take care of my health, and I need to do things that are healthy for me and other people, and to have healthy rituals, and to also have a sense of doing something right and do something good for the world. I need a relationship. I need to know how to do relationships. I also need to get deeper inside my own inner motivations and find out what is life really all about, so that I'm not just being a superficial kind of like a get by kind of a spaced out, person. I want to find out what makes me want to space out. What is it about being here that is so hard that I need to numb myself? Time to not numb. And that's why it can be one of the most scary journeys, but also the most transformative. That is what Scorpio is about. When we all go to therapy, we experience Scorpio stuff. When we go travel and learn other people's cultures and religions, and we go online or we watch television or we talk to somebody from another culture, we're going, wow, so that's where you come from. That's what you believe in. And let me think about that. That's another face of God. Capricorn is about, okay, what am I good for? What do people know me as? What do they know me in terms of what I can do in this reality? And people saying, wow, that was a good job. Aquarius, that's the person that is, I've got to be free. I've got to be myself. I've got to know what it is like to be fully human and not just be a conservative person, but to let myself listen to my own visions. And that's where genius comes from. And then you have Pisces, which talks about, well, you know what? Actually, all of this is just a dream. We dream. Is this the dream? When I go to sleep, when I'm asleep, I think it's real. That's all Pisces stuff. So we all dream. We have discovered ourselves, and we discover ourselves in the real outer world. but we also have all of these parts to us. This is you. This is what Tarot Card Expert is really all about. When it comes to looking at it from the point of view of Tarot, because this is all astrology, when it comes to Tarot, this is the chart of all of the cards. The whole deck of cards fits into this circle just like all of the planets and the signs fit in this whole circle. This is the Tarot Card Expert Astro Tarot chart. And when you take classes, you'll be able to download this. This is a really kind of a cool thing because it puts everything in place. This is what you're going to experience in terms of understanding all of this. The Tree of Life. We've all heard about the Tree of Life. And the Tree of Life has to do with climbing back up the tree to get back to our Godhood, the source of where everything came from. This is the rain down of idea to manifestation. This is where we live. This is where we function from. And we're going to have to learn every part of this. And as we come through all of this, we start to realize that, well, I do have feelings. I do have passion. They also come with signs. So the signs are connected to these pathways that lead you to your enlightenment. So we need to learn all of this, become conscious human beings, not just, oh, I just want the bliss. We have to know how we are practical on this earth. How can we make it all work? These colors here have to do with your chakras. Those who are familiar with meditation and all that, you understand that there are chakras, that there are energy points within the body. And this is how the signs work through the body in terms of body parts. But also these are the colors of the chakras as well, because from here we go from the spine all the way up to the top of the head. That's all in the tree. It's all in the tree. This is all the pathways to discovering yourself. And when it comes to the chakras, which you can download on the site, you can see your Tree of Life. You will see how the major arcana connects, but all of the minor arcana are also represented by the sephiras, the circles of the tree. And that's how you have all the ones are in the crown, and the second position is all like all the threes, and then the twos and the threes and the fours, fives. All of this is all the minor arcana. It's all covered well, the Tree of Life is an advanced training. You've got to know all of these cards to be able to fit it all into this map and walk our way back up. These are personalities. These are the court cards that comes with the minor arcana. It also totally relates to the astrology. As we go from the fire signs to the water signs, the earth signs to the air signs and the earth signs, all the way from youth to maturity. All of this is covered in the court card section on understanding how we mature through all of the signs. We live all of this every day. And there's also an aspect of astrology, tarot, all of that, and that is sound. There is a note that goes with each major arcana, and there's also a note, a sound that also goes with each sign, and there are colors. And people who are into sound therapy or using it as a form of healing, they become aware of these sounds, and you can listen for what is missing in a person's voice. So this is about you. All of this is about you. We have our 7 chakras. The energy runs through us. And when people meditate and they heal through their hands, all of this energy is flowing through you. Every time you walk into a room, people are being affected by you because our energy flows outside of ourselves. By learning all of this, you learn to understand the matrix of who you are, the grid. And all of this starts to make sense. And when you make sense, people feel very comfortable around you. Welcome to Tarot Card Expert.